Okay, this is where we were last time. So let us run all these packages. Let's see. Okay. So this is the first pack it did. Just took the COVID data. Let's see. COVID it is. So this one for data for every one of the cases, all the data combined. Okay, so we did selected a few. We did some visualization. Yeah, we did this. So this was just a by the way. And then we went to the second part. We downloaded the COVID deaths. This data will be updated because since then other reports have been made. So let's see what COVID deaths look like. So we have 318 total columns. So yeah. All right. Okay, so let's take the deaths. We deselected the first, the third, and the fourth columns that we select minus, and then we pivoted longer from the second column to the 315th column. This one is updated, and you remember the whole process of pivoting longer and wider. Country.region as dot factor immediate factor datas into dates into date format. This is a repetition. Shouldn't have done this. This is a repetition. Okay. Yeah. Filtered countries that wanted to look at Kenya, Morocco, Ethiopia, Nigeria, Tunisia, and Cameroon. So let's run that. So here I did some corrections. So this is the plot. So just as it was, the plot. Let's see. I just give it a number. So that's how it looked like. So let's animate it. Say transition reveal according to the dates. Let's see that animation, how that animation looks like. So this was the animation. So you can add another line of say animate, then you take your animation, what height you want it and the width that you want it to be, and then you just run it. Just run that. Okay. So this is the animation. Okay, so that one. So finally, when you just say animation anime save, and then the name of that animation, it automatically saves that animation. And just run that, and it becomes saved. However, let's wait for it to complete. So Morocco is still, the deaths in Morocco are still increasing. I don't know exactly what's the number today, but they are increasing a lot faster and a lot more. So, oh, this is a different thing. So this is a different animation I think I'd done earlier. The last one, let me see, let me see. Oh, okay. Oh, here it is. What to do here, anime, save. Let's call it into brackets, COVID, GIF, the GIF. So this was a different animation that I had done earlier, using the, instead of the names, just the columns, how it changed over time. But this we will cover some other day. Don't worry about that. I wanted just to save this one. Okay. It's compiling here. My arrow has crashed. It happens. So just repeat the whole thing. The most important part is okay, plot animated. Let's see what happens. Okay, there it is. So save it here. Just say save, and then it is saved. If you like to see it, just come over to your working environment and you find it there. What is a working environment? That is a problem. Okay. Must be under downloads. Okay. Not there. Yeah, it is. Waiting for it to load. Give it some time. Taking longer than expected. Anyway, let's read as it opens. So that's how you save. Just say animal save underscore save. There it is saved. Now this one you can share. So this is in a photo viewer. So it is saved. So you can share it with friends. So okay. So that's what I wanted us to do as regards that. Now. Is Akala with us? Aaron, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I am around.
Around.
Yes, sir. Sorry, I came late. The Kenya Power did injustice to us, Bana.
People are shifting to solar energy. Haven't you heard?
But I'm not using my personal house, Baba.
Yeah,
It is rented.
yeah. So
But I think I'll buy a solar and then your battery.
yeah, it should be. Anyway, now I received your data and I downloaded it here. So you called it sample data. Let me see. Data sample, here it was. So this is the other one. Okay. Now. Let's clear our working environment. I just want to do a simple introduction of what you can do with the colors work. Let us remove everything in our working directory. Now, this is a colors work. As you can see, this first column is on the gender of the respondent. How old is the CBO? How old is that community-based organization? Type of workers they use, are they volunteers or employees? If employees, how many they are? Then, yes, please briefly describe the programs and activities. So these are for programs and activities, and so. So the key successes that are made, how the successes were achieved, what do they foresee, and all those things. So this is, so Akala wonders how you can analyze this type of text data. So this is possible in R, and it's called text analysis. So before I do that, I would like to save this one as a CSV file. Save as. I want to save it as a CSV file. So this is how you save it. I want to name it Akala, and I want to use to be here, comma delimited. You can also use, let me see. Yeah, comma. This is comma delimited file, CSV. That is a format. Save. So we have saved it as a CSV file. Now, I would like us to Can't save that one. Let's go. I want us to go to that working environment. I was working in a different working environment. Sorry. Okay. Let me also clear the working environment here. This is how you clear it. List equals to everything. Want us to lists. So our environment is clear. Now. There are packages that we use. One of them, let's load our usual tidyverse. Let's also use another one called tidy text. This one is an approach of analyzing data in form of a text, tidy text. And yes.
Dan.
Yes.
Nazenda polepole.
Hakuna kitu nimefanya bado. Hakuna kitu bora, hata sijaleta data yako. Hii ni tu ni packages naweka tu. So another package tunataka ni the other package we need. Baadhi hapa kila mtu anaelewa Kiswahili leo. So the other package tunataka ni inaitwa janitor. Kama ule mtu wa kuosha ni inaitwa janitor. So these are some of the packages you need as of now. Now let us load our data. Let's come to files. Yeah. Data yako nilisave Akala as CSV. Import data set. Give you two. I don't want to change anything for now. So let's copy there. Cancel. Okay, then paste. So let's have our data inside our environment. So this is the data, gender of the respondent, how old is the CBO, does the CBO does this? So this is that data is in form of a text. Now, this data is very untidy. We don't call it dirty, but it's untidy. This data is untidy. For example, this the headers of these columns should be simplified so that they are direct. Someone understands what they are about, and that we can do. Let's say call it a color clean. Let's call it clean. We want just to clean this data, a color. What do you want to do? You want to take that data set called a color, and then we want to clean it. Clean, we say clean names. Let's run that. So once we run that, what happens? Let me see. It's called a clean a color. Let's see. Now, what it has done, it has separated each of the words with an underscore, and it has converted all the letters to lowercase from uppercase, because we want to clean it, want to just to clean first the headers. And now let us do that by renaming. So rename. I want this first one, the gender of the respondent. I want just to call it gender. I want just to call it gender, because you know you're working with the respondent. Just call it gender is equals to that person. We'll say gender of the respondent. Gender. Something is happening with my R. I don't know what's happening. It's okay. Gender of the respondent. We just do some of them, and then a color, and the rest of us are going to do it on our own. Gender of the respondent. How is it written? Respondent. Gender.
Gender of the.
I'm wondering what's happening. Of the respondent. Yeah. Now let's see. See, it has become gender. It is simplified now. Now I don't want to go everything. That's how you rename. So I want just to go to one thing, this one here, which was briefly describe the programs and activities. Okay, I can just let's I can do program, then I can just put underscore activities, program activities. That is which is X3. X3 underscore should bring me that thing. Let me say attach clean. Okay. Let's see whether it will give me that. X3. Not giving me. Alternatively, I can come and say names. Clean. All the names here. So this X3 is too long. Yeah, it is. Okay, let me paste it here.
What do you mean by X3?
Okay, it is the way it is written here. You meant the number 3 or the number 3 in your official it's just the way it just renamed it, cleaned it. So I want just
now I get it.
To just rename it in a better way. So let us see. Okay, that is cleaned. So it is missing. Now it is program activities. Now you can do that for every one of those columns, and I would like you to do that. But in the interest of time, that's how we do. We can also, let's do another one. Okay, we will do them later. Now, I have your data here. I want to work with this column of program activities. I'd like to know what program activities are these people involved in. So there are two ways. One way, you can take each of the words, one word in each of these statements that you have there, and you know how many of those words have been used. Secondly, we can take two words that are combined together, the first and the second, or like feeding programs so that they come together, tree planting, they come together, transforming, such things. But first, let us just take one word for each. Now, we said earlier on, we had said that clean data or tidy data is data that in which each column is a data that is represented as this one as it is right now. Each row shows this female, this person, the way it is. The column shows the variable, and these rows, a cell shows the variable, the value that you have taken. Now, for in tidy text, we want to make it in such a form. We want one with the words and the other with the number of words that have been used. And to do that, we used a process called tokenization. We create tokens. Those words are called tokens. So let's call them just tokens. And let's assign them to, and then we say we want to deal with clean color data. But we want just first to work with, let's select the program activities. So here they are, program activities. So we have selected that one. So let's say tokens. Yeah, they are just that's the column for program activities. We've just chosen that one, and then let's do now. Let's tokenize it. So we say a nest tokens. We want to nest those tokens. A nest tokens. So they are n-grams. So, but for this case, I want us to start with a nest tokens, and we want them to be in form of a word. And what do you want them to be in words? Their name should be in words. but their program activities, that's what we are nesting. And to do that, let us run that. So, and then we have the tokens. Let me go to tokens, see how it looks like. See, now it is in form of word, the words that are used by that person. Okay, let's go on. Let's count those words. What do you want to count? Word. Want to count word, want to count those words, and then we want to let's sort them. Sort is equals to true. So sort them from the one with the highest number of words, then the word with the highest number of frequencies going down. So let's see the tokens. Here we are. So we have the word and the number of times it has been used. So your data is relatively small. If it was some other data, it usually have thousands. So another thing we need to do, you see, and, in, there, to, on, these are common words. And now we need to remove these common words so that we can analyze this data in a better manner. So to remove those common words, I've not had a chance to take you through joining of data sets, but this is what you do. Just don't worry, we can do it later. So we say anti-join. We want to anti-join what you call stop words. They're called stop words, those common words. So anti-join, stop words, they're joined by a word. Let's see tokens again. You see the words like they, and, to, those prepositions have been removed, and the only what you have are the most important words. Like the word fire has been used 6 times. Awareness has been used 4 times, and we can actually plot. You can see a ggplot2 and say our data is tokens, just the normal way. Aesthetics, our x let it be n, and let us factory order. Let us reorder the words according to n, to their numbers, plus let's geom column them. Let's have them in terms of columns. So let's see how that looks like. Now, here's a problem. Okay, it has brought all the words. Let's do this. Let's say let's say tokens. Then let's filter wherever n is greater, that is less, is greater than 1 word, where the number of words is greater than 1. So let us do it, combine it with ggplot2. Let's see where the problem is. Let's see if that works. Yeah. Why is it not working? It's okay. It's okay. Let's come here and say filter where n is greater than 1. See how that works. Okay, everything here is from words that have been used twice and more. Okay, then let's see whether this works. Yeah, it does. So let's put some color here. Let's fill it the word that has been used. So let us run it again. So something else, let us remove the legend plus name, legend dot position. We've done this before. It's equals to none. So we don't want a legend. So yeah. So the programs of the activities of the people, of all the data, of all the people you interviewed, most of them are involved with something with fire. So fire has the highest. So I don't know whether it is fire and something. The other thing was about awareness. I don't know awareness about what. Another thing was about youth. So you can tell the theme of what those people, those community-based organizations deal with. So there were like programs you can remove and department, aid. So there's a lot to do with youths, and there's youth and youths, train. I think this is training, supply, sensitization, this response, I don't know, but you can take more than one word. Then there's learning, there is health, there is garbage. Maybe there are people who are collecting garbage, maybe other providing food when there's a crisis on floods. So feeding and food, these should go together. Families, emergency, disaster, community-based activities and action. So you can tell most of these, the people you interviewed deal with something to do with fire, and others deal with something to do with awareness. The awareness, I think awareness should go together with the sensitization. And so that's one of the way you can analyze your data. So you can go and present and say the communities or the community-based organizations that we interviewed, or the people, yeah, the organization that we interviewed, most of them generally deal with fire, awareness, and youth and aid. So yeah, that's one of the way you can analyze your text data. So you can do the same way for the success they have made. This is the success and why the success. So you can community, you can, maybe there's a word dialogue here, trip, cholera, there are those things. So there's those words that you can get the gist of what your data looks like, or those community-based organizations really deal with. That's one of the way you do your text analysis, or what you call, you're calling it, I think, can't remember what you called it. But that's one of the way you do it. And so here you have taken one word, and then the other step, you can take n-grams, more than one word, two words that are combined together, so that you can take community dialogues, cholera awareness, and then you know that we will be removing words like we have been, and those common words. So I'd suggest that Akala, you first familiarize yourself with this one before we go to the next step.
Yeah, Dan. That's awesome. In fact, the problem that I had was how you can create the thematic areas, like the way you have been able to segregate the data like into themes, fire, awareness, programs, and so on. Yeah.
So I think you just try to do it on yourself, maybe on other things, a success, and then next time we can try. We can do it any day when you're free, and then we can try to do more. We can even show the number of us that are used, and that can be.
Yeah, that's great. I think you can share with me also the script so that I may be able to go through them. And then a quick one. What's the meaning of percentage greater than percentage?
This means and then. Just says and then we do this. So here we are next tokens, and then let us count, and then let us anti-join, and then let us filter.
Oh, I understand.
It just says and then.
Okay, great.
Yeah. So I'll send you this, and then you try to do it on yourself and see what happens.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah.
There was a shortcut on how to write and then. Maybe Akala should.
Yeah, this is
typing.
It is
don't modify you.
It is Shift Control M together. Shift Control M. Shift Control M.